Your GoFundMe had about $40,000 in it, and it was removed. Just taken, just kind of deplatformed. I guess what's the word? Canceled? I don't know if there's a word for it, but they just took all that money that people were looking to help you out with, and it's gone.
Yeah, GoFundMe leans to the left, so they'll look for any excuse to take down, a right-wing guy's campaign on GoFundMe. They didn't really have an excuse with me, so they just made one up, and they took me down just because the Antifa mass reported it. I mean, I got banned on Twitter, I got banned on Facebook, I got banned on Instagram. I'm thinking, what more can these people do? What more can they cancel? I mean, they didn't even know much about me at all. But then, like, right after they knock out my teeth, a couple days later, all of a sudden it's like, oh no, he got what was coming to him, and we need to take him out because I'm like, really? So it's 2 days after you knock out my teeth that you decide that you found the reason to why my teeth were knocked out afterwards. So it's nuts.
It
That
is nuts.
because all I wanted them to do is just admit that it's wrong to physically assault people that you don't know, and they wouldn't admit it. Instead, they had to take me out and erase my existence because they don't want to lose the moral high ground in even a single instance, regardless of whether people's lives,
Right.
Yeah.
Judging from the video, just considering what people were screaming, the moral high ground was lost.
Right. Yeah. So if you watch the video, I mean, they're people are screaming the N-word at you, and people are saying all kinds of things, man. And let's talk about. So you are a event organizer, a protest organizer, and you really kind of target the idea of free speech. Am I getting that right?
Yes, sir.
So you organize lots of get-togethers, and the reason you were in San Francisco is because that's the headquarters of Twitter?
That was literally the only reason. But of course, Antifa has nothing to do with their life, so they have to find people to bully. And in my case, I was there. They're like, okay, this guy, he supports Donald Trump. He's not making the event like a pro-Trump event. He just pertains to free speech, but we're going to tell lies and tell people to go attack and say that all these white supremacists are coming. I'm like, most of my speakers aren't even white, and you guys are going to say this. I mean, it's ridiculous. And even if they were white, who cares? Doesn't make them white supremacists just because they believe in your right to say what you think. We would be Nazis or fascists if we were telling you that you're not allowed to show up, you're not allowed to speak. But we told all the Democrats, all of Antifa, they're more than welcome to participate and give speeches and debate with us, walk up to the microphone. They can literally call me every last name in the book, as long as they're peaceful.
Yeah.
They couldn't do that. They couldn't be peaceful. They couldn't talk with us. They couldn't give a speech. They just attacked us.
But just to be clear, it wasn't a pro-Trump rally. It was a rally for free speech in front of the Twitter headquarters because you were concerned about Twitter's censoring.
Yep.
Which, by the way, so is the U.S. government, because about 2 months ago, Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg were called in front of Congress, and I mean they are getting accused of these things that you're concerned about at the highest level of government. You know, these CEOs, these big tech CEOs, are being accused of terrible things, and it seems like there's a lot to it. So, what I think the criticism that people are gonna throw at you, probably, Phillip, is like, oh, you must be some kind of right-wing nut job. You must have been spewing hate and vitriol on the internet. And I tried hard to find that.
I did too. I dug deep. I dug really deep, and I never came across anything that was even remotely close to that. Just to, just to kind of see
Now,
what we're doing, and
for a brief moment, let's try to give Twitter the benefit of the doubt. Did they give you any reason as to why your account? By the way, your account had a couple 100,000 followers. I mean, it was not a rink-a-dink account, and you used that to get a lot of following and help you to do your protests for free speech. Do you think that? I mean, do you have a reason? Did Twitter give you a reason why you no longer are allowed on the platform?
Most of the time, Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram would try and make up a reason. In my case, they did it so quick they didn't even look for a reason. They're like, we'll ban them, and then we'll have Google come up with a reason. This is the really funny part. So every single
wait, hold on. Let me stop you for a second. What do you mean Google came up with a reason?
I'll tell you exactly what I mean.
Okay.
So Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter all banned me the day after I got my teeth knocked out. And then the day
Yeah,
after,
it was one day.
yeah, all on the same day, all on the same night.
And your video was going. I mean, everybody was retweeting it,
Yeah,
dude. Everybody.
The only video that went even more viral than the video of me getting attacked was the video I posted on Twitter saying Instagram and Facebook just banned me, and they're doing this after they knock out my teeth. You're kidding me? They can't even tell me the reason to why they're doing it. It went on worldstarhiphop.com. It went on HUD site. It went viral on Instagram, viral on Twitter, viral everywhere. Then Twitter banned me right then and there, like an hour after I posted the video. But it was too late. You can't shut down a video like that because they're saying that Black Lives Matter. So I asked them right in the video, like, I thought Black Lives Matter. So you're gonna knock out my teeth and you're gonna ban me the day after you knock out my teeth? What's going on here? I didn't do anything wrong. The guy who attacked me is the guy who did something wrong.
Right.
And you banned that other girl, Isabella, who was run off the road by a radical leftist or Democrat or whatever. I'm like,
I don't know who Isabella. Who's Isabella?
She's the other person who was attacked during the time that I was attacked. We both went viral, like at the same time.
She was also like participating in your protests.
No, she was like somewhere else. But
is she like a right leaning?
she was at the women. She was like driving by the Women's March.
Okay.
Because she's wearing a Trump hat. These crazy drivers got behind her. They literally ran her off the road and almost killed her. She was in a neck brace and everything, had all these marks on her face.
Oh, I've never even heard that one.
And then Facebook
Jeez.
and Instagram banned her too. So it's like they're just trying to get rid of all the victims of the radical left's hate crimes just days before the election. That's exactly what they did. Like, we're not allowed to have any George Floyds who are Republicans. That's exactly what they're doing. So that's just a simple truth. The only difference is we're real martyrs. We're real victims, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So,
but with Google, what I wanted to say was, so Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter can come up with a reason to why they banned me. So they told Google to do it. So if they wrongfully ban me and you see 60 plus positive news articles about me, not just from America, but from all over the world, people are going to get really angry and say, you know, well, they're doing something really malicious here to this guy. So when you search my name on Google during that time, they scrubbed all the positive stories about me. They wouldn't come up. So when you search my name during that time, only 7 to 8 news articles would come up about me. And they were all negative hit pieces calling me things like a white supremacist, which is hilarious because I'm an African immigrant. I wasn't even born here and I'm black. So I'm just reading this and I'm just like, really? You're calling me a neo-Nazi, a white supremacist? I'm like, can you name one thing that I did that's white supremacist?
yeah, it's a strange accusation to throw your way. Where you